All right, how do, folks? I just had a few minutes between projects, so I wanted to test out some test strips that I bought for these BFB Machine Works Gascheck makers. So this is the 6.5 one. So it comes with 4 test strips marked 12, and they are in fact 12 thousandths thick, and this is aluminum. Makes excellent checks with those. I've also been playing with sardine tins, which are also 12 thousandths thick. And then I jumped on Temu and I ordered some 100 mil squares, 0.3 millimeters thick, which is 12 mil. I got aluminum, brass, copper, and copper nickel. I didn't even know you could buy copper nickel, but I seen it on there, so I cut them into 1-inch wide strips, and well, let's just say some of them are going to stay as shims. So let's start with the Gaschecks. They make excellent looking Gaschecks. The copper nickel ones, I don't know which one out of here is copper nickel, but they look identical to the aluminum ones. Like, they are harder. So let's just run a few through. I'll get a piece of brass in there now. I'll take that out. I will say I have my Lyman one in here at first, and I changed over to this Lee one because you got to put a lot of pressure to punch out brass or copper nickel, and I was afraid I was going to break the other one. So the junk material, the sardine tins, they punch really well. So one big advantage of the Lyman press, that's just a pound of ergot coming flying off the shelf, is that the shell holder is set in with a set screw, and I'm right-handed, so I tend to go left to right, and I keep popping this out of the shell holder. So we got to go right to left, not left to right. Anyways, they punch out pretty good, right? So this is one of the test strips. We'll run a few across that. So they punch about the same. I'm just holding my finger over it because the shock of punching throws Gaschecks out of it. But you could put a Lee dye bottle over top. So there's some aluminum checks, or copper checks coming out, and they're a pretty good looking check. All right. The test metals. So this is a piece of the 12 mil brass, or a 12 mil aluminum. Pretty well the same thing as they send. But aluminum's aluminum. It's soft enough that even the harder stuff is soft. As you can see, it punches pretty easy. I think it actually punches a little bit easier than the test stuff. All right. Let's do copper next. So I did a whole strip of copper. It was a pain in the ass. I think I can get one more out of the end. I'm only going to do the one. There we go. At least 2 times, maybe even 3 times the amount of pressure to punch copper. But doable. You can still punch copper. If that's what I had, that's what I'd be punching. All right, now brass. I got 3 more pieces left off the brass. As you can see, a lot harder. Cooper nickel. I think I'm going to keep all my Cooper nickel strips for shims because it's just too hard to punch. I mean, if I was desperate and out of Gaschecks, I'd punch a couple, but so kind of like the relationship between aluminum and copper, the Cooper nickel is about twice as hard as the brass. And just not worth it. I think it's just going to end up ruining the dies. So that'll be the last Cooper nickel one. So let's get some of these out and we'll do a close-up. Okay. The kit comes with this here, just a little piece of tubing, and it's just to punch them out. But Cooper nickel seems to be sticking in there. Okay. So I don't see any damage on anything. Everything still looks like it's in good shape, which means it's a really good time to stop screwing around with that Cooper nickel before that's not the case anymore. Alright, so there's one I buggered up. Actually, I buggered up 2 of them getting them out. So there's the one Cooper nickel check. Get you guys off of there and we'll take a look at these. Alright guys, so here's the outcome. Start with these strips. So these are the strips. About 1 inch is just about right for the 6.5. That's the copper one. I could probably get a few more out of that. The aluminum. This is the Cooper nickel. The Cooper nickel has almost like a stainless steel feel and look to it. It's not though. It's not nearly that hard. You'd never cut a stainless steel one. But there's the checks. You can see there's just a little bit of a bell around the mouth of them. And it doesn't seem to matter what material it is. They all have it. So it's pretty consistent. This is the one Cooper nickel one. And if you don't know what Cooper nickel is, it was used for bullet jackets about 100 years ago. That's why you'll see some of the World War I stuff, even World War II, I think, maybe, had a silver jacket. That's Cooper nickel plating, or Cooper nickel jacket. Anyway, those are the checks. I think it makes a really good quality check. And as soon as I get some time here, we'll cast up some of my 6.5 bullets. I got my mold in from NOE before they closed up. And we'll see how they seat and how they fit. When I was talking to the gentleman that makes these, I did specify what it was for. So my 303 one cuts them a little bit bigger because the 30 caliber checks don't really fit the 303 very well. Same deal with this. This is for the Carcano. So he said that he made them a little bit bigger, or he makes them a little bit bigger if they're for a Carcano, so they fit the base right. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.